Hello friends, today we are going to see the trick to solve CE without RE amplifier sum. Basically common emitter without RE amplifier sums. Let me tell you, this is the most important configuration from which we are seeing most of the gate sums. Okay, so without wasting our time, let's start with the very first sum and there only we will see the trick. So the first question you can see, this is of EC 2017 and the question is for the DC analysis of CE amplifier shown, neglect the base current and assume that emitter and collector currents are equal. Okay, given that Vt is equals to 25 millivolt, Vbe is given, BJT output resistance Ro is practically infinite. Under this condition, the mid-band voltage gain magnitude AV is okay. So the most of the sums which you will see in gate exam, you will see about this mid-band voltage gain only. Okay, the circuit is given here and you have to find out this AV. Okay, so let's start with the procedure that we have to follow. Okay, let me tell you here, for this type of sum we need to be aware of only two formulas. Okay, first formula is this one, that is internal voltage gain is AI into RL dash by Ri for CE without RE. Okay, and the one relation of this beta R pi and GM. Okay, we will see this all in detail as we solve this sum. Okay, so the very first thing you should take care is that whether this circuit is CE without RE or not. Okay, so for that what you are going to do is, while doing AC analysis, basically when you are going to short circuit this capacitor, here you can see when we short circuit this capacitor, you can clearly see this RE will be redundant. Okay, this RE will be basically replaced by short circuit. Okay, so here you can see then at that time this configuration will change to common emitter without RE. Okay, so we have to check for this. Okay, so from this circuit we get to know that this is a sum of CE without RE. Okay, we know that we have to use this formula, that is internal voltage gain is internal current gain multiplied by RL dash by RI. Okay, now we have to move on. Okay, so the very first thing is that you must be aware about this AI. AI is a current gain. Current gain formula is output current upon input current. Okay, so here you can see output current is IC. This is a RE model. I have drawn this just for your reference. Okay, this is your output current, this is your input current. Output current is coming inside the transistor, so here you are going to write output current as minus IC upon IB, so it will be minus IC upon IB, right? IC we know, IC is beta IB. Okay, so if you write beta IB here, IB got cancelled and you will be remaining with only this minus beta. Okay, so you can replace this AI with minus beta, right? And now for Ri is internal input impedance of this transistor, right? So here you can see internal input resistance of this transistor, it will be R pi only. It will be same for all type of sum, that is for all common emitter without RE sums, you will get AI as minus beta, Ri as R pi. Okay, so here you can replace this formula with this one, that is AV is equals to minus beta upon R pi into RL dash. Okay, and in starting only I have told you, you have to remember two formula, one is your this AV wala and the second one is the relation between beta R pi and GM wala. Okay, so the relation between GM beta R pi is that GM is equals to beta by R pi. Okay, GM is in transconductance and 1 upon resistance, it will be conductance. Okay, so you can relate like this. Okay, so GM is equals to beta by R pi, it means you can replace beta by R pi with GM. Okay, so your formula becomes AV is equals to minus GM into RL dash. Okay, so this is the formula that you will get for every common emitter with RE sum. Okay, and this is what you need to follow. Okay, all these things if you don't remember, then also it is okay, you just remember this one, that is AV is equals to minus GM into RL dash. Okay, now if you take mod of this AV, it will be GM into RL dash. Okay, so you got AV as GM into RL dash. Okay, now for GM you know it is mod of IC by Vt. Okay, and for IC you know, for calculation of IC you will require DC analysis. Okay, so from this you got to know that you have to do DC analysis. Okay, now for RL dash you will get from AC analysis. Okay, so it means you have to do both DC analysis and AC analysis. Okay, we are going to see some where we will not require DC analysis also. Okay, we will see that sums later. Okay, now let's move on to this sum. Okay, so very first thing is we need to do DC analysis. Okay, so for DC analysis we are going to make capacitor to open circuit, that is for frequency equals to 0 we are going to make capacitor as open circuit. Okay, so from this circuit if you open the capacitor, it will be open circuited. Okay, so this part will be eliminated. Okay, and this part will be eliminated also, this capacitor. Okay, so you will be left with this circuit. Okay, now you can see this is a voltage divider biasing circuit and we know how to do the DC analysis of this voltage divider circuit. Okay, So very first thing is that we need to find out the VTH and RTH. Okay, so our VTH will be simply this voltage drop across this 47 kilo ohm resistor. Okay, so our VTH will be 47k upon 47 plus 73k into 12, right? So if we simplify it, we will get 47k upon 120k into 12, right? 12 ones are 12 tens are, okay, so it means here in denominator we have 10. Okay, so 47 by 10 it will be 4.7 volt. Okay, so at the end you will get VTH is equals to 4.7 volt. Now for RTH will be simply 73k parallel with 47k. Okay, so you will get RTH as 47k parallel with 73k, and if you calculate it, it will be 28.59k. Okay, now for calculation of this 47k parallel with 73k, you are going to use the Kelsey. Okay, so if you use the Kelsey, it will be 47. I know you must be knowing the trick that we have to use for this parallel resistance calculation. Okay, so take inverse of it plus 73, take inverse of it, okay, equals to, and take inverse of it. Okay, so you will get this is as your equivalent resistance. Okay, 28.59k. Okay, so always you have to use this Kelsey for calculation of RTH. Okay, now if you use this VTH and RTH into this circuit, you will get 4.7 volt as here, and your RTH is here, and your circuit is transformed to this circuit. Okay, so now our motive was to calculate the IC, right? So here you can see from the question we know that IB is equals to 0. It is given in question. Okay, IB is equals to 0, it means we have to consider beta is equals to infinite, and if this is happening, so we can also say that IC is equals to IE. So here in this circuit you will say that IB is equals to 0. It means whatever the current flowing in this circuit is IC equals to IE only. Okay, so the current flowing through this 2k resistor, it will be also IC equals to I, right? So if you use the KVL here in this loop, you will get minus 4.7 plus 0 plus 0.7 plus 2k into IC. Okay, so if you simplify it, you will get IC as 4 upon 2k is equals to 2 milliampere. Okay, so you got your IC. Now you can find out your GM. GM we know mod of IC by VT. VT we are given with 25 millivolt. Okay, so 2 milliampere by 25 millivolt, it will be 0.08 ampere per volt. Okay, so now you are completed with GM. Okay, so now you are completed with DC analysis. Okay, now we have to do AC analysis. Okay, so we have done DC analysis for GM, we have to do AC analysis for RL dash. Okay, so for AC analysis, what you are going to do, you are going to consider F is equals to infinite. Okay, so at that time capacitor is going to be short circuited. Okay, and you are going to make DC source is equals to grounded. Okay, only the AC source will be present, DC source will be connected to ground, and capacitor is going to be short circuit. Okay, so if you do all this thing in this circuit, you will get this kind of circuit. Okay, this capacitor is short circuited, this capacitor is short circuited, and this DC is connected to ground. Okay, now you can clearly see this resistor, one point is connected to base of transistor and one point is connected to ground, and here also you can see this resistor, one point is connected to this base and one point is connected to ground. Okay, so you can say this 73k and 47k are parallel to each other. Okay, so you are going to say 47k parallel with 73k as RB resistance. It is nothing but base resistor. Okay, you can call any name to it, it's not necessary. And this RC resistance, which is connected from collector to ground, is parallel with this 8 kilo ohm, that is load. Here also you can see both resistor, one end is connected to collector and another end is connected to ground. Okay, so at the load side you are going to say 2k parallel with 8k, and this is only our RL dash. Okay, so we are concerned with this side only, and so our RL dash will be 8 parallel 2k, it will be 1.6k. so you got RL dash as 1.6k, you know GM. Okay, so if you put all this into this formula, you will get 0.08 multiplied by 1.6k is equals to 128. Okay, so this is your internal voltage gain, but the question is about VO by VS. Okay, basically overall voltage gain. Okay, so here you have to use your AC analysis circuit only. So here you can see we don't have any RS here. Okay, we don't have any RS here. The voltage, that is VS, is equals to VI itself. Okay, so it means VO by VS is nothing but VO by VI itself. Okay, so it means that overall voltage gain is equals to internal voltage gain. Okay, so we are going to say that overall voltage gain is also is equals to 128. Okay, so the answer for this question, it will be 128. Okay, it seems to be lengthy as I was explaining, but if you are very much aware of all these steps, you are going to solve this type of sum in just 45 seconds. Okay, and also you are not required to draw this circuit again and again. I have drawn just for explaining to you. Okay, now let's move ahead to this second sum. Okay, so this second sum is given that beta is equals to 50, R pi is equals to 2 kilo ohm, and find the mid voltage gain. Okay, so again we have to find out this mid voltage gain. The circuit is given here. Okay, so very first thing is we have to check whether this circuit is CE without RE or not. Okay, so if you do AC analysis, you will see that this resistance is getting redundant. Okay, so you are going to say that when we are going to do AC analysis, this resistance will not be in picture. Okay, so this circuit is about CE without RE. Okay, now we get to know that this is C without RE. Okay, and we know the formula also. Okay, the formula is AB is equals to minus GM RL dash. Earlier I have written AB is equals to AI into RL dash upon RI. Okay, that was just for explaining to you. This is the end result that you want to remember. Okay, now mod of AB will be GM into RL dash. Okay, GM we know it is IC by VT. Okay, or beta upon R pi. Okay, so we can use either of this formula. Okay, but in the question you can clearly see that beta and R pi is given, so it means that we are not going to use DC analysis for this type of sum. Okay, whenever we are known with beta and R pi, we are going to directly use this formula. Okay, so our GM will be simply V50 upon 2K and it will be 25 milliampere per volt. Okay, so you can see that here we are not required to do any DC analysis. Okay, we will only do AC analysis. Okay, just for this RL dash. Here we have RS resistance present. Okay, so here this is not the case that when you are going to have AVS is equals to AB, here your overall voltage gain will be different. Okay, so we need to take care of that also. Okay, so let's do AC analysis. Okay, so when we make our capacitor short circuit, we will get this type of circuit. Okay, so our RL dash will be simply this resistance parallel combination. Okay, so it will be 5K parallel with 10K, and if you do by calculator you will get 3.83K. Okay, now coming to this internal input resistance, so it will be simply R pi. From the RE model you can clearly see this is your R pi. Okay, and this is only your internal resistance, right? So your internal resistance Ri will be R pi, Ri dash will be Rb parallel with Ri. Okay, so Rb parallel with R pi. Okay. Okay, now coming to this RB. What is this RB? RB is the parallel combination of 11.5K and 41.1K. As we all know, when we are going to do AC analysis, we are going to make this DC source to ground, right? So it means that both of this resistance is going to be parallel. Okay, so our RB will be parallel combination of 11.5K and 41.1K, and so Ri dash will be Rb parallel with R pi. Okay, so again here also you are going to use the calc. Okay, so if you use the calc here, let me show you, it will be 11.5 take inverse plus 41.1 take inverse plus 2 take inverse and take inverse of this. Okay, so you will get 1.63K. so here you can see how easily you can use calc and reduce your time for this step. Okay, so you got your RL dash, you got this internal input resistance also. Okay, so if you put all this thing in formula, you will get GM into RL dash as 25 into 3.83, it will be 83.25 as your voltage gain. Okay, so note one thing here, GM was in milliampere per volt and your RL dash was also in kilo ohm. Okay, so here that's why this milliampere and kilo ohm was cancelled, and here you have just multiplied with 25 and 3.83. Okay, so you get this 83.25 as your answer. Okay, now coming to the main question, that in question we were required to find out AVS, which is nothing but VO by VS. Okay, so if you want to rewrite this AVS in terms of AV, what you are going to do is you are going to write it is in this way: VO by VI, okay, multiply by VI by VS. Okay, at the end this VI is going to cancel. Okay, but here we are making this formula such that we will get AV. Okay, so VO by VI is AV, right? And this VI by VS we need to find out. Okay, this VI by VS we need to find out. Okay, so for this we are going to use this input side. Okay, as we have already seen our previous video in which I have shown you how to calculate your voltage gain and which resistance you need to take care, I guess now you will be more familiar to find out this AVS. Okay, so if you use this circuit you will get VS, this 1K resistance, and now you are going to use this Ri dash. Okay, basically the resistance which is very much closer to this RS. Okay, so this is your Ri dash, this is the virtual resistance, this is not a physical resistance. Okay, so take note of it. So VI is the voltage across this Ri. So if you use the voltage divider formula, it will be Ri dash upon Ri dash plus Rs, right? So if you put the values in this formula, you will get VI by Vs is equals to Ri dash is 1.63K, right? Upon 1.63K plus 1K, so it will be 2.63K. Okay, so if you simplify it, you will get 0.62. Okay, so you got VI by Vs, and also you know this AV also. Okay, so your AVS will be 83.25 into 0.62, and if you simplify it, you will get 51.6 as your resultant voltage gain. Okay, so you can clearly see if you follow this procedure. Okay, so the procedure is you have to use the formula, that is AV is equals to GM into RL dash. Okay, and then check whether you have to do DC analysis or AC analysis. Okay, according to it, only go for DC analysis or AC analysis. Okay, in AC analysis you must be take care that capacitor need to be short circuit and DC source will be connected to ground. Okay, and then find out the RL test, and you have to take care of RB also when it is needed. Okay, when you don't have RS, your Vs will be simply equals to Vi. If you have Rs, okay, then at that time your overall voltage gain and your internal voltage gain will be different. Okay, so take care of this, and you are going to solve this type of question in less than 1 minute. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you guys.